Some more breaking news from the White House. The Trump administration making good on its threat to cancel $400 million in federal grants to Columbia University.
This stems from the university's handling of pro-Palestinian protest. Bauman has been following the situation and is live right outside of Columbia's campus there in Morningside Heights. Allie, what have you learned?
Alan and Christine, the Trump administration says these cancellations are just the start and expect more to follow. The government warned Columbia earlier this week that it was reviewing its federal contracts, citing potential violations to the Civil Rights Act. In a joint announcement Friday, the federal Departments of Justice, Education, and Health and Human Services said the Trump administration was moving to cancel $400 million in federal grants and contracts to Columbia University due to the school's continued inaction in the face of persistent harassment of Jewish students. It's been nearly a year since pro-Palestinian protesters camped out on the university's quad and took over a campus building, ultimately leading to the cancellation of its graduation ceremony and resignation of its president. Demonstrations continued at Columbia and its sister school Barnard this week. The federal government said Friday President Trump has been clear that any college or university that allows illegal protests and repeatedly fails to protect students from anti-Semitic harassment on campus will be subject to the loss of federal funding.
If those are the necessary steps needed to incentivize the school to make a positive change for Jewish students on campus, then that's what needs to be done.
Can these students really, stand up for what they believe in without compromising their future? Not really.
The group Columbia Jewish and Israeli Students said the Trump administration's decision hurts all of us, including numerous Jewish graduate students and workers at Columbia who are supported by federal funding.
Withdrawing millions of dollars in grants, often funding medical research, to essentially punish speech is an unconstitutional and I think ineffective way to achieve the important goal of stopping anti-Semitism.
A spokesman for Columbia said the university is reviewing the announcement and pledged to work with the federal government to restore Columbia's federal funding, going on to say they understand how serious this announcement is and are committed to combating anti-Semitism. And the Trump administration says it will issue stop work orders on grants and contracts that Columbia holds, freezing the university's access to those funds immediately. We're live in Morningside Heights. Allie Bauman, CBS News, New York.
All right, Allie, thank you for that information. And by the way, this could be just the first action against a university. The federal task force to combat anti-Semitism announced that it will be visiting 9 other campuses to meet with leadership, students, and community members. And in our area, that includes New York University. We'll follow all the developments here on CBS News New York.